Hello, my name is Dr. Judith Hillier and I'm talking to you here in my role as one of the PGCE science tutors here at the University of Oxford Department of Education. Specifically, I'm one of the physics tutors and I have been the lead science tutor here for about 6 years now. And you will be watching this video because you're thinking about applying for PGCE biology, chemistry or physics, and you already will have picked up that I have been talking about both the separate sciences and about science overall. So the structure of the course is very much that in the first term, that's from September through to December, you will be spending 1 day here with us in the department, you'll be spending 2 or 3 days in schools, and you'll come back to us in the department on the Friday. Each week has a theme, and so in science we start off by thinking about the real fundamentals of teaching, about lesson planning, about behaviour management. How do you actually get 30 teenagers to come into a room, sit down and then conduct a practical safely? And then we move on to thinking much more about assessment, about the complexities of language and literacy within science. Your time in school starts off naturally, not being thrown in the deep end, but with having time to spend listening, observing teachers, spending time with the science technicians, talking to people, watching classes, and then gradually to pick up teaching and taking over more responsibility for classes as the term goes on. On Fridays we spend time reviewing what you've learnt that week, trying to draw everything together, and we also spend time each Friday looking at a key idea in the science curriculum. We know that you may be an absolute expert in your own particular subject area, but none of us start our teaching careers in science being able to teach all 3 sciences across the whole curriculum. And so we know that you need to spend time working with us in order to develop your subject knowledge, but also your knowledge and expertise in understanding the things that students struggle with about science. Why they find it so hard to get those ideas about particles and atoms and compounds together. Why they struggle with understanding about forces and Newton's laws of motion, what the common mistakes that they fall into. And we also spend time looking at what common teaching strategies are used in that particular subject, in that particular concept, and how you might go about using them effectively in your classroom. The structure of the course then changes after Christmas in that you will be spending 5 days a week in school. You will take over responsibility for teaching classes across the key stages, so that will be 11 to 14, you will teach some GCSE classes and you will be teaching A-level classes as well in your subject specialism. You will be teaching lessons, setting, marking homework, marking tests, going to parents' evenings, filling out reports, all the things that normal teachers do every day, helping out at science club, running extra revision classes for people, all of those things. All of this time you will have been in the same school. When it gets to April, we go into the summer term, you will move school and you go to second school, and that will be a school chosen to complement your first placement and also chosen to really carefully, with the combination of the mentor and the placement, to really take your learning as a teacher on, so that at the end of the course in June you will be the best teacher that you possibly can be at the end of the course, ready to fly into the classroom for a career in teaching, making a real difference to the learning of young people. I've talked a lot very seriously about what we do, but it's also a lot of fun. There's a lot of cake, there's a lot of laughs and jokes. We think a lot about how to use toys. We spend a lot of time doing trips places to think about all the amazing resources that there are in science. Yes, here in Oxford, but also to give you ideas, resources that you might be able to tap into if you go and teach elsewhere in the country. Because science should be amazing, should be brilliant, and that enthusiasm and love for science is something that we hope that you very much share with us and you want to pass on to the young people in your classrooms. We look forward to hearing from you.